Good morning from Matsumoto is what I would be saying if my mic didn't fail me here. Unfortunately, my mic failed basically throughout the entire day, so I'm gonna be doing a small voiceover as to what we did on that day. We got up early in the morning, it was a pretty foggy day, and we went to see the famous snow monkeys in Nagano. Now, the snow monkeys are Japanese makakis, and they are known for one thing, and they are the only monkeys in the world that go for hot spring baths. There is a place that's called the Japanese Snow Monkey Park, and there they have a hot spring where they bath. Now, to get there from Matsumoto, you have to take first a train to Nagano, which is the capital of Nagano Prefecture, and then from there on out you have two options. You can either take a train and then a local bus for 15 minutes to get to a place from where you start your hike to the Snow Monkey Park, or you can also take a direct highway bus to the place from where you start the hike. Both are covered by this Snow Monkey Pass Park. This is a pass that costs 1,800 yen per person and covers the bus or the train, whichever you choose, as well as the entry to the Snow Monkey Park and the way back, and it's valid for 2 days. After 45 minutes to 1 hour, depending on whether you take the train or the bus, you arrive then at the entrance to the Snow Monkey Park. From there you have to basically hike for maybe around 20 minutes. I say hike, however, it's pretty much just a walk along a not paved path, but it's a forest road that doesn't have any inclines or anything. However, note that it does get slippery in winter when it's snowing and when it's freezing, and it can be a bit dangerous as to slipperage. Now, once you reach the end of the trail, you are then greeted by this beautiful view with all of the monkeys and the hot spring bath in this natural environment, and it's really cool. When we arrived, it was around 10 AM, there was already a pretty decent crowd there, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like Kinkakuji or like other major attractions in Japan level of people there. Now, whether you will see monkeys actually taking a dip in the hot spring, it really depends on the season. So right now it's December, it's kind of cold. On that day it was maybe 5 degrees Celsius, so some of the monkeys were swimming in the water, especially like the babies and the young ones, but the older ones, they kind of only went in the late afternoon when it got a bit colder. If you go in fall, probably will not see monkeys swimming, same in like late spring. However, if you go in the deep winter, you will almost certainly see a lot of monkeys going for a dip in the hot springs. We spent around 2 hours there in the morning, then we went to the waiting hall, which is the place where you enter, and it's basically a warm room where you can warm up because, as I said, it was 5 degrees, which is quite cold. They have some free hot water in there as well, and some toilets if you need some. We stayed there for maybe 45 minutes, ate some snacks, had something to drink, and then I went outside again for a late afternoon session with the monkeys again. And yeah, that was basically it from the snow monkeys. I think it's really worth it, but I'm gonna talk a little bit about that later. So that's it from future me. Bye-bye, Steph. So we are returning now already. I think we had a lot of fun at the monkey park. And one cool thing, unfortunately, which we couldn't use is, you see this? This is like a public hot spring bath. And as you can see, actually there's monkeys there. So you're not allowed to swim with the monkeys in the main park. But here, this is like a normal usable onsen. So if you want, you can actually go in there and swim with the monkeys. Now there is a little bit of a problem with that because the bath is outdoor, as you can see, and this is the male only bath. There's no female bath outside, but the male bath is basically, it's like right across from over there, which is the walking path up to the monkey park. So you basically get naked and everybody can see you. As you can see, nobody is inside right now. But if you're fine with that, then I think it's a very unique opportunity to swim with monkeys. Unfortunately, they are closing at 3 p.m. every day, which is in like 20-15 minutes. So it wasn't really worth paying the 800 yen entry fee for us this time. But if you're here and maybe you want to go a little bit earlier and you don't mind people seeing you naked, although you can hide with a towel, but yeah, then I would definitely recommend coming here because I think it's pretty cool swimming with the monkeys, or like swimming next to the monkeys at least. Something that you cannot do up there. And yeah, speaking of which, I think up there it's really, really great if you're into kind of photography and videography, because you can spend so much time taking pictures and like videos of them.
Like you do.
Sorry?
Like you do.
like me, yeah. So we were there for more than 4 hours, I think, or like 4 hours something, close to 4 hours. And yeah, I didn't get bored, but I think if you are not into photography, you probably should spend maybe 2 hours there. I think maybe 2 hours is even stretching. 1.5 hours, 2 hours is fine enough, because yeah, the monkeys are interesting to watch. They do run around a little bit. They do feed them, where they all gather in like one place. And I think it's more interesting in winter when you have snow as well, and more of the monkeys go into the water than this time. But yeah, I think it's still a very cool place. Definitely worth 800 yen entry fee. Like, I've been to much shittier places for much more of an entry fee. And yeah, it's a bit difficult to access, but it's not particularly popular. Like, there were some people, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like too super crowded, because it's a bit outside of the main like tourist path. And yeah, really recommend it if you're in Nagano, or you can get to Nagano from Tokyo in like 80 minutes with the with the Shinkansen. So if you have a rail pass, you can get here, yeah, in I think maybe overall 2 or 3 hours, maybe 4 hours from Tokyo as well. So yeah, it's gonna be it for this. We are right now walking back to the bus/train station. I don't know if we will make the next train, probably not, and the next bus is still some time away as well, so we'll have to overbridge a little bit of time, and then we're going back to Nagano, probably to have dinner there, maybe see like a famous shrine in the city before booking it back to where we are staying in Matsumoto. And yeah, I think it's I'll talk to you a bit later if we are in Nagano, and otherwise it's gonna be the end of the video. As always, like, subscribe, hope you like the monkeys, and I'll see you tomorrow.